Hey, what's up guys, Rorschach Media here, and today we're going to take a look at the Jelly Bean 4.12 update Sense 4 Plus for the HTC One X AT&T variant. It's took a long time and it's finally come now in March. Is it worth the wait? Well, let's find out. We're going to take a look at some of the main changes and features of the Jelly Bean update, so let's start off. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the new settings, which has remained the same color scheme and stuff, obviously. The only change I can notice right off is the HTC Media Link HD right here. So before you had to go to more and find it, now it's right here. So you just click right on it and it'll do the Media Link thing.
Sharing photos
Play this video, I guess.
on your phone with a bunch of friends.
Sorry,
Get a little
getting off was cold.
So why not show them on the big screen with the HTC?
So yeah, it's got that. Never actually used it, so if you do use it, got it right off the bat now. One thing I did notice, this NFC is right here. The camera focus, I'm sorry. Changed the lens, it's not made for this. But anyways, there's an NFC right there telling you NFC is on. So, but otherwise than that, in settings, it's the same. Now personalized, this is where some new things have been added. In terms of skins, you got some new skins right here. So, these are all the same, but now you got the steel, you got graphite, and you got concrete. I think graphite is a very nice one, so just like before, you just click on it, and it changes everything. You can see it changes the way the clock looks, the way the notification bar looks, and the whole color scheme of things. Also in personalized, you got new lock screen style, one of them, which is productivity, which I think is very useful. It gives you the weather and all the important information that you want. You can set it up right here. I've used it on the DNA. It's very useful. So, very nice feature to be added to the Jelly Bean update. Basically, this software update puts it on par with, in terms of software, with the DNA and One X Plus. So that's in terms of personalized and settings right there. In the notification bar, that's been changed too. As you can see, the whole overall look has been changed. Now the clock and date and stuff is up here. Jelly Bean style. Settings is still right here. Quick access to settings. And no quick toggles for like Wi-Fi or anything like you get on some other ones, but you do have this power saver. You cannot get rid of that. Always there. You can quickly turn it on and off, and basically what it does, this is a new feature, is you can set it up to basically, when you do click on it, it'll conserve CPU usage, reduce screen brightness, turn off vibration feedback, and data connection and stuff. So overall, save your battery, which I think is very useful on the HTC One X, which doesn't have the best battery around town. So you got that, that's new. In terms of the home screen, basically remained the same, other than you got a very awesome feature, continuous scrolling. Yay. Something that's untouched with, so very nice. As you can see, it's a lot faster going like that. Very, very nice feature. Instead of having to go like this, now you can just, bam, take yourself right back there. So, awesome. Sense used to have it before, but then they took it out, and now they put it back. So that's a good thing. In terms of widgets, as you can see, this is the new Google widget for Jelly Bean, but in terms of widgets, you basically have the same ones. This loading thing, you'll do it every time you open a widgets menu, which you did not do on ICS. But basically, you got the same exact ones, except they've been a little bit overhauled. As you can see, the bookmarks looks different, kind of to fit the whole Jelly Bean scheme, and all the HTC widgets mostly have been overhauled. You got some new ones like this wood clock and some things like that. So you got some pretty nice widgets added and refined. In terms of the menu right here, it's remained basically the same. You got how many pages you ever have, and you just scroll. It doesn't have continuous scrolling, but it's basically the same. You got your search and stuff. And on the menu, one new thing is hiding apps. So now you could hide apps, which I think is awesome. If you got some of those apps you want to hide, bam, right there, hide some of those apps. But you got that. Right here, you got those same three things down here, which you could get rid of by holding. But one thing that's different, and this is across everything, so as we know, Sense has a lot of these where you can just grab and do this. The carousel effect is gone. So that 3D carousel effect, which used to kind of go like that, it's gone. Now you got this. Just whenever you do, it'll say all, let go. And I actually like it. It's a lot faster. Instead of going through and then waiting it for kind of load, it's right away. Just a lot faster, a lot nicer, and the carousel effect was not needed. This is a lot better. Another thing to take a look at is the messaging. Let me just make sure No numbers are shown. Messaging has been redefined. The keyboard. The keyboard is a lot better. I mean, I like the other Sense keyboard, the one before it, but this one is way better. As you can see, those useless arrows are gone now. They put the period and comma right here instead of being like right here, opposite of all keyboards, which got confusing. Right here, it's a lot better. It's more spaced out, and overall, just a lot better to text on. So, I'll say the new. And as you can see, I made a mistake, but overall, you can get what I'm trying to say. The keyboard is a lot better. Of course, you still have the swipe functionality and landscape, which, as you can see, portrait to landscape a lot faster. I mean, I was surprised. It's just extremely snappy. Another thing is personalization. That's one big thing across Sense. So now you can change the background. So let's say you want, I want this background right here. So as you can see, you'll have this background, and then you can also change colors of the bubbles and stuff. So I want yellow and orange, so whenever I get a new text, it'll be yellow/orange. So a lot more personalization to make this phone your own, which I think is awesome. And then you can reset defaults, which I think is extremely awesome that you can, personalization has become a very big thing. And a lot of these skins are allowing for a lot more, like TouchWiz, Sense, LG's Optimus user interface, whatever it's called. So this puts them on par with those guys. Another area that's been changed is the browser. So let's hit up the browser. You got kind of a new look, if you can see. It's got kind of the same style, but now when you go on tabs, it'll show you the amount of tabs you have open. Right now it says 1, so if I open up a new one, it'll say you have 2 tabs, which I think is extremely useful, so you know exactly how many tabs you have. Same menu, you still have Adobe Flash and stuff like that, so basically it remained the same. And when you do update, you're going to get this little thing down here from AT&T. It's like a little bar, and it's got very annoying to me. So whenever you scrolled up, it would come up and give you like quick access to some things, which luckily you can disable it by just going to settings on it and disable. But if you do like it, it's there. In terms of web browsing performance, it's actually got a lot smoother. So let's like go on eBay. It's got a lot smoother, so it loads nice and quick now. And it was always, smooth to begin with, but the pinching and scrolling has gotten a little bit faster when it condenses the text. So that's got faster, but otherwise than that, it's remained the same. So still that awesome browser that HTC has had. And like I said, portrait and landscape, very snappy. I mean, look at that. I mean, there's literally no wait time. It's just extremely snappy. So very awesome. The multitasking has remained exactly the same as on the other one. It's not the Sense 5 style. Just do that. So that's the browser. And lastly, the camera. The camera has been kind of changed, the app. So as you can see, you still have this right here. The effects. The camera button is actually bigger, where they used to be half-half. Now the camera button is bigger, which I think is better instead of accidentally hitting this one. Still got the fast shutter speed that you've always had. Don't know why I did flash, but same thing. Zoom is now right here instead of being right here. Right here you got camera modes, so they kind of split that. You got camera modes. You can change scenes. Then you can do slow motion video, so that's a new thing. That's quite cool. Gotta try that out. But could be fun to use. You got those same settings right here, flash, and then front camera is now right here. So instead of going to the the menu and hitting front camera, it's now right here. You can kind of change how you want the aspect ratio and stuff. Sorry about saying that, kind of weird. And you got a self timer. So if you love taking selfies, I know a lot of people do. You just go, cheese, 1, 2, yay, perfect selfie. So if you like taking selfies, very nice change. Got quick access to front camera. Other than that, everything has basically remained the same. You're gonna notice throughout it that like the way things look has been redefined and stuff, but otherwise than that, it's remained initially what it was with Sense 4. but just, some changes like the look of it and stuff. And also, we just find gallery real quick. As you can see, gallery's been changed. Kind of look like the music thing, so all of your apps are right there. And the last thing I want to talk about is performance. Updated now. The performance is great. I mean, if you have a 1X, it is so much snappier now. I mean, look at this, just quick. I noticed the browser is faster. As I talked about, landscape to portrait to landscape, a lot faster. Sorry, a lot less lag than I've noticed. Hitting the menu where it used to stutter before, as you can see, it opens right away. I used to notice some stuttering when going through the menu. None of that seen here. Just very fast. Overall, a much better experience than Ice Cream Sandwich was, and that's, the big thing of Jelly Bean. And the last thing, of course, Google Now, which, every Jelly Bean has. Google, what's the weather like?
It's 55 degrees and mostly cloudy in Torrance.
So, you got Google Now. Now, very useful. So, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Very good update. I would recommend it. It took a long time to come. So, take it right now. We've been waiting. In terms of other updates, are we going to see on this phone? Probably not. And if we do see Sense 5, it'll probably be like 2 years. No one will have the phone anymore for the AT&T variant. So, yeah, worth the update. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell us how to improve. Constantly wanting to improve. Also, getting the Sony Xperia Z in the mail tomorrow, so I'll make a review, unboxing, and also getting the HTC One. So we'll have tons of comparisons, tons of new features coming. Don't worry, we didn't forget about the gaming either. Tons of new gameplay coming, and overall, a lot more stuff coming. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and Rorschach Media out.